Let's find out. Which supercar is pricier to keep on the road, Lamborghini or Ferrari? Cristiano Ronaldo's Ferrari 599, worth over $300,000, had a run-in with some bad luck. The repair costs skyrocketed to around $30,000 to $40,000, thanks to the extensive bodywork and high-end parts that needed replacing. Even our beloved Kim Kardashian had a run-in with her Lamborghini Gallardo, and it didn't end well. While cruising through Beverly Hills, Kim accidentally scraped the side of her prized Lamborghini on a curb. The damage? A whopping $30,000 worth of repairs. If you think the oil change on your regular car is a nuisance, try paying $400 for an oil change on a Lamborghini Huracán. And that's just routine. Lamborghini's higher-end models, like the Aventador, make it even pricier, with an oil change around $1,000. And Ferrari? For the Ferrari 488, a routine service can run between $1,500 to $2,000. And if you're lucky enough, or brave enough, to have a V12 model like the 812 Superfast, those prices can hit the $3,000 mark just for an annual checkup. Owners of these cars joke that every time they go in for service, it's like buying a round of drinks for everyone in the shop. Back when Floyd Mayweather picked up his Ferrari 458 Italia, he was looking at maintenance bills that could put a dent in anyone's bank account. The rumor goes that just one tire replacement on his 458 set him back nearly $2,000. And that's without even scratching the paint. So if a guy worth hundreds of millions still feels the burn, what does that say for the rest of us? Let's break down some of the most eyebrow-raising costs that come with owning a supercar. But here's the first tip. Regular maintenance is key. Skipping these routine checkups might save cash now, but it leads to far pricier repairs later. So if you own one of these beauties, stay on top of your oil, filters, and fluid levels. It's like flossing your teeth, but for your engine. Now, jumping into the painful part, the repairs, and here's where it gets interesting. Ferrari, especially the older ones, have a bit of a temperamental artist vibe. They're known for random, high-ticket repairs that make owners feel like they've got a spoiled pet. Imagine replacing an air conditioning compressor. $4,000 gone in a second. The clutch on a Ferrari 458, that'll be about $7,000 if you're lucky. Meanwhile, Lamborghini parts aren't much cheaper. Ever heard of a $3,000 headlight? Well, that's the going rate for a Huracan headlight. One Lamborghini Gallardo owner shared a story where his car mysteriously wouldn't start. Turned out it was just a loose connection. But by the time he figured that out, he'd already shelled out $500 for diagnostics at the dealership. A few years back, Kanye West's Aventador got wedged in the gate of his home. Yes, you heard that right. The repair? It reportedly cost him upwards of $20,000 just to fix the scuffs and body damage. Lesson learned? Sometimes it pays to double-check the simple stuff first. If you're still watching, you're probably just as hooked on these insane costs as we are. Stick with us because it only gets better from here. Now, what about the bigger expenses, like engine and transmission work? Here's where Ferrari often pulls ahead, in costs, that is. Many Ferrari models require what they call engine-out services, which means the whole engine has to be removed for certain repairs. Not only does that mean hefty labor costs, but while it's out, it's tempting to tune it up even more. A clutch replacement in a Ferrari is a good example. For heavy-footed drivers, a Ferrari clutch can need replacing every 10,000 to 15,000 miles, and it's about $5,000 to $7,000. The dual-clutch system in a Lamborghini Huracán is designed to last longer, so you may not be in the shop as often for that issue alone. But here's a neat trick some owners use. Look for certified independent shops. While it might sound risky, these shops can often do the same work as the dealership, but for half the price. There's no guarantee, of course, so be sure to vet your mechanic. We're not talking about your local car guy. These cars need supercar specialists. Actor and car aficionado Leno has a fleet of exotic cars, including Lamborghinis and Ferraris. But rather than dealing with expensive repairs, Leno took matters into his own hands. In fact, Jay Leno is known for personally handling repairs on his cars, even down to the most intricate details. When a minor issue popped up on his Lamborghini, instead of dropping $20,000 on repairs, he just called up his trusted mechanic and tackled it himself, showing us all that when you're Jay Leno, you can skip the shop and save a ton of cash by getting your hands dirty. Then there are the essentials every car needs: tires and brakes, except on a supercar, these can make your head spin. Ferrari and Lambos aren't just fast, they're heavy on the brakes. A new set of brake pads for a Lamborghini could run you around $1,500 to $2,000, and carbon ceramic brake discs? You're looking at a cool $6,000 to $10,000 for a full set. For tires, it's around $1,500 to $2,500 per set, depending on the model and brand. Many owners say they can feel every penny of those tires burning up during spirited drives. But here's a tip. Some owners have tried high-performance aftermarket brands that offer similar quality, but at a fraction of the price. And as long as they're compatible, they won't void your warranty. That's a budget win right there. Okay, let's throw you a bone, or maybe a small wrench. Want to save a little while still owning a supercar? Try this. Some savvy owners find it cheaper to lease or finance a new model and keep it under warranty. Yes, that's right. While it sounds like more cash up front, it can save a ton on repair costs. Lamborghini and Ferrari warranties often cover many expensive repairs, especially for new models, meaning fewer surprise bills. Another trick? Avoid the temptation of the racetrack. Most owners will tell you that once you hit the track, everything from tires to brakes to the clutch will wear down fast. And that's when you're signing up for the big bills. Plus, high-performance driving just drains the life out of these cars faster than your daily cruise around town. You may know basketball legend LeBron James for his on-court talent, but did you know he's also a fan of high-end cars? In fact, LeBron once bought a brand-new Ferrari 458 Spider for $275,000. But here's the kicker. He had it delivered to his home in a covered trailer instead of driving it off the lot. Why? To avoid those first few miles of wear and tear that can decrease a car's value. Talk about a clever way to avoid depreciation and keep that Ferrari pristine. So next time you're thinking about buying your dream car, remember, even LeBron goes the extra mile, literally, to keep his supercars in perfect condition. So is it worth it? Well, let's face it, if you're buying a Lamborghini or Ferrari, you're paying for an experience, not just a car. It's a high-stakes game, but for those who live for that engine roar and the thrill of a supercar, there's no substitute. So, if your wallet hasn't run off in fear yet, you'll definitely want to catch our next video. More supercar secrets and surprises await. Hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below with your favorite or most shocking cost we uncovered. Share it with a friend who thinks they want a supercar, and we'll see you in the next one.